Before we can start doing inventory, we need to create bin locations. And in this video, we're going to go through how to do that exactly. There are just one thing to note is if we are doing a conversion where we're reading in your inventory and that inventory information provided bin locations for the parts when we were bringing them in, then most of the bin locations will already be over here based on your converted file. If you're not converting, or if maybe all of the bins didn't come through with the conversion and you need to create manual bin locations, you can do that in this control. And where I am is I have actually gone to settings, inventory, and then there's a menu here for inventory bins. Once you come into this menu, you have a couple different things to look at. One is if you're a multi-location dealer, then you need to select a location that you want to create the bins for. The other thing is whether you want to print barcode labels with prices on them for the bin location that you're creating. And then the other thing is whether or not the creation process is going to be one bin at a time, or if you want to create a group. To create one bin at a time, it's pretty simple. You put in the bin name, tell it whether it's a consignment bin or not, which most of your bins will not be, and then whether you want to print prices, and you hit save and it pops it in the list on the right. If you want to create a group, then what you can do is you can say that I am creating the bins for P1, which is parts counter, or the parts 1 dash A, and I want to create numbers 1 through 10. So what that would, and I want to create it for the dealership location. So what this is going to do, and if I put another dash, it would actually do that. So what this is going to do is it's going to create 10 bins, and it's going to be P1-A-1, P1-A-2, and so forth. So it's just a quicker way to knock out a bunch of bins without having to go through and do them individually. Now, by default, every location has a miscellaneous bin that every part is going to get put in. So if you don't select a bin location, Lizzy is automatically going to stick it into a miscellaneous bin, which is not really what you want if you're trying to keep track of all your inventory. So that's really all there is to creating the bins, but you do need to get the bins created before you actually start doing your inventory to save yourself time of having to go move a bunch of parts later on.